Welcome back to Ride JBI. This is JB. This is episode 2 of the Ride JBI KYB SSS conversion kit R&D fork build. We are building these forks for our in-house continued testing and development of our KYB SSS conversion kit settings. So again, this kit fits into the WP forks that is found on the KTM, Husqvarna, and Gas off-road models. In our first video, I showed you what the kit looked like and some of the components that we're using. Since then, we received back some of the parts, and we have begun the assembly process. Here, we are looking at the upper fork tubes, which received the Kashima Coat treatment on them. Kashima Coat is a specialty type of anodize, and what's special about it is that it is a hard anodize with the additive molybdenum. Molybdenum is a very slick element, and it is what they add to the anodize to improve its friction properties, meaning to make the tube smoother. Now, commonly, people look at the tube and they go, cool, it's smoother on the outside, I can feel it. But that's not what matters, man. On Kashima Coat, the entire tube is treated, meaning the outside of the tube, but also the inside of the tube as well. Now, this is the important part, because the inside of the tube is where the bushing from our lower fork inner tube rubs against. So it is this surface that we want to improve. It's just that the byproduct of the Kashima Coat process coats the entire fork tube, so it changes the color. So the outside is just the aesthetic. It's what you can look at and see, okay, they have Kashima coated tubes. You see it on the outside. But it's really about improving the coating surface on the inside of our outer tubes. Now, on the lower tubes, they are not our common JBI DLC Midnight Black. Instead, I came across these that we had laying around, and these are these kind of golden black DLC tubes. And I've had them lying around for a while because I didn't really like the look of them, especially when I paired these tubes with a black upper tube. You could just tell they weren't the same color. But when I paired them with our Kashima coated tubes, I feel like the two brown bronze colors really played off of each other well. It's kind of hard to pick up in our room today, but we'll get this out in the sunlight when the build is done, so that way we can get a better view of it. But I think it's very cool. Nothing we've really seen before in terms of like a cool color option, so something different. We got the billet lugs already mounted up to our forks. Of course, we got our JBI titanium gold bolts to top it off. So this is where we are at so far. We got the inner tubes back, or we had the inner tubes lying around and we used those, and we got our upper tubes back from Kashima Coat. So now that we have our fork tube assembly all together, next we'll be doing the revalve mods on our KYB SSS cartridges that will be dropping in to these forks. We'll do another video on that, but on this video I just wanted to highlight some of the progress we've made since the first one. The forks are looking cool. I'm excited to see how well they work also, and just continue our testing on these KYB SS forks, and also down the road do a comparison test of these versus our WP Exact 6500 drop-ins, and also against the WP Cone Valve Complete fork. So that'd be a very fun comparative test to do. It's really not going to just be me when it comes to that. We're going to get a bunch of different people's feedback and opinions of all different types of riders, speeds, abilities. So that way we get a nice broad range of opinions when we eventually get around to that KYB versus WP showdown. So for now, here's a look at our JBI suspension KYB SSS R&D fork build. It's coming together nice. Got a few more things to do. Keep you updated on that as well. In our next video, we'll do one more kind of close up, slow pan. Cool, you guys. Thank you for watching. If you'd like Ride JBI to do your suspension, or if you have questions, please give us a call today. We'll talk about the year, make, and model bike that you have, what options are available, and which setup would work best for you. All JBI suspension services and parts can be found at ridejbi.com.